Hi, my name's Gary Treichler, and I love small groups. Small groups, community is essential for the Christian faith. Remember I said last week that when you see you in the Bible, it's you, the church, you, the community, not you, the person. Many would say transformation of the heart best happens in the context of community. But if I was to ask you the question, why do we have small groups at Vista, what would be your answer? I think the best answer is what Jesus did. When Jesus came to this earth and he started his ministry, one of the first things he did is he went out all night and he prayed and asked God who should be in his small group. It's amazing what he did. The majority of his time was with a small group. Relationships were his method, not organizations, relationships. Jesus used a small group to teach, to model, to look at attitudes, to help with behaviors. And the small group was Jesus' method for leadership training. Ever think about when he had the small group and he decided that he was then going to go to heaven? And I could see those disciples going, wait, who's going to lead the small group? And he said, you are. And there are going to be other groups that you're going to develop as well as a result of my time with you. Another great example of biblical community is Acts 2:42-47. They met in temple courts and they met in house to house. And we know those houses were small, so we knew they were small groups. What did they do in those times? Well, there was biblical teaching, there was fellowship, there was prayer, there was meeting needs. No matter what the needs were, they met them. And we know as a result of them getting together that there was evangelism that happened. It said, and they added to their number daily. One other example of biblical community is in the New Testament. There are 50, you can count them, 50 one anotherings. Love one another, care for one another, pray for one another, uplift one another. Hebrews 10:24 and 25. Let us consider how to stir up one another to love and good works, not neglecting to meet together, as is the habit of some. You know, it's really important during this time of the pandemic that we meet together. Mike has been encouraging us every week to get with other people. We need others. We know that this is a very lonely time for some people. And there are more suicides happening right now because people are not only feeling lonely, they are alone. So we can see in the New Testament that Jesus established a small group, that the first century church was a small group, and that in order to accomplish the one anotherings, God has called us to be together to create a caring, trusted community that we can love one another. I'll see you next week.